A mission statement helps an individual define their life purpose, the very thing that reminds them of why they exist. Like a compass, it points the way to meaning and significance. Whether business or personal, a mission statement is much more than a wall decoration. It ought to represent who you are, aligning with your life experiences, expectations, values, goals, and dreams. In First Things First, Stephen Covey describes this type of mission statement. We're talking about the sense of excitement and adventure that grows out of connecting with your own unique purpose and the profound satisfaction that comes in fulfilling it. As we coach clients through this process of developing mission statements, we want to be aware of both what the client is doing and how they are being in their life. Being is a state of existence. Only in the state of being can we have a direct, immediate experience of the present moment. Doing is a state of action. Without doing, ideas are never brought into reality in the world. Doing is about expressing your values through action so that everyone may see what you are all about. This model here helps us to see more clearly the progression we follow as we move from being into doing. Life emanates from our states of being, not from our thinking, doing, or having. When we recognize our true states of being and align our goals with our values, we are more likely to produce fulfilling outcomes. These preliminary activities, the wheel of life, heart's desire, identifying values, crafting a mission statement, create a solid foundation for all other coaching sessions. They identify the intrinsic motivation the client has for change. Doing this work now makes the change process much smoother later on. After clients have identified their values, perhaps in the next coaching session, you may choose to invite the client to craft a personal mission statement. The client selects three values. These may be their top three values, or maybe ones they don't feel they're living into properly. For our example, let's use integrity, empowerment, and communication. You may want to pause here and do this exercise along with the video. List your three values. For each value, ask your client how they are currently demonstrating that value in their life. For a slightly different implementation of this tool, you could ask how they would like to be demonstrating this value. For our example, we might demonstrate integrity by taking time to feel, process, and integrate emotions, saying no when no is the answer, keeping confidences. We might demonstrate empowerment by waiting to be asked for advice, asking permission to offer advice, and letting our model stand as a contribution to others' journeys. We might demonstrate communication by pausing for clarity, stating first if one is venting or seeking help, and keeping the listener or reader's state in mind. Now, for each demonstration, ask the client how they are being in that moment when they demonstrate the value. This is often a feeling. How do they feel when they are doing the value? Review each of the example being states. There are multiple ways to feel and be during these actions. The example represents one possible way. For each demonstration of each value, a different feeling or state of being is identified. This next step could be considered the forwarding the action step in the coaching protocol. Ask the client to choose just one doing and one being for each value. They don't necessarily have to be the doing and the being that went together in the previous step. The coach now fills in the blanks of the mission statement template with the values, demonstrations, and beings. In my life, I am committed to value, value, and value, and I choose to have that show up by my commitment to being blank, blank, and demonstrating through blank, blank, and blank. For our example, we might write, in my life, I am committed to integrity, empowerment, and communication, and I choose to have that show up by being worthy, respectful, and connected, and demonstrating through saying no, letting my model be enough, and keeping the listener or reader's state in mind. Now, provide the client with the opportunity to hear, see, and be their mission statement. You may want to read the mission statement out loud to them while they have their eyes closed. Or you could have the client read the mission statement out loud. Or you could choose to do both. As the client recognizes the truth of their mission statement, it can be an empowering experience. The commitment from the client for this type of session is to ask them to do something with their mission statement, like a vision board. The mission statement is more effective when it can be seen regularly. Creating art from the statement and displaying it somewhere can provide that visibility. Maybe the client would like to revise the statement so it flows more naturally and freely than the fill in the blank version. They could then post the statement on their bathroom mirror, by the door, or on the refrigerator. Asking for feedback is a mutually beneficial part of the coaching session. In addition to you, as the coach, receiving some information about the effectiveness of the session and the tool, the client also has another opportunity to articulate what the mission statement means to them. This awareness means they are more likely to follow through on their commitment. For follow through, the client may want to send you a pic of their mission statement posted in the house. As with everything else, the follow through needs to be client driven.